Hi, I'm Edward Dodge. I'm an English teacher here at Catholic High School, and I'm also the department chair of English. Ultimately, what we want is for our students simply to enjoy the stories that they encounter more, whether they're reading the stories or watching them. But there's a lot more that goes into literature than just that. We're talking about vocabulary. We're talking about being able to read not only well, but also deeply. And ideally, when we experience stories like that, we also become more empathetic with others. And so we want to give our students that opportunity, but we're going to begin with the components of the language. So freshman and sophomore year, we hit the nuts and bolts of English really hard with grammar and vocabulary. But you'll also work through a grammar book that we actually, as a department, wrote several years ago. So what's really neat about that is that as you study, you'll actually get to see snapshots of the Catholic high life. So you get to learn a little bit of history there. Once we work on that, we also have, of course, our literature. We use Norton Publishing for our literature books. We use Norton Publishing for all 4 years. Probably the keystone of the English department is our monthly reading selections. Every year here, a student receives 8 different novels. And the books are a mixture of books meant to entertain as well as to enlighten. So some are really just more fun reads. Many of them are going to be more challenging because they're considered the important works in our culture. These books are going to range from Steinbeck classics like Of Mice and Men and Grapes of Wrath to books that plumb the depths of what it means to be human like Hamlet or Invisible Man. Now, we also talked about writing. Sir Francis Bacon said that reading makes a man full, conference makes him ready, but writing makes him exact. And so that's where we want to get. We want to get to a point where you can articulate your thoughts as a young man in our society. Freshman and sophomore year, it's a little bit more just get pen to paper or finger to keyboard and get the ideas out. You'll really begin to work on honing your ability as a writer when you get to junior and senior year. You'll receive The Lively Art of Writing, and in that book, we'll examine how to write a good academic essay. To prepare you for college, but also to prepare you for just learning how to articulate your thoughts well. Now, if you're interested in a deeper study of literature, we also offer an elective called Themes in Literature. If you're more interested in pursuing writing, we have an elective for AP Composition, where you'll work with the teacher to become a much better writer with the option of taking the AP exam and earning college credit. We also have AP English 4, which you can take your senior year. When you look at the English department at Catholic High School, I think it's relevant to note that the majority of our teachers here are Catholic High alumni. They know what you've gone through. They've even read a lot of the same books as part of their Catholic High journey. A great objective piece of evidence for the success of the English department, I think, is the scores that we've seen on the AP Literature exam. In the past 2 years, we've had 15 students take the exam, and 14 of them have scored a 3 or higher, which means they can receive college credit. Our average score on those exams is about a 3.5. The state average is a 2.7, and the global average is about a 3.2 or a 3.3. So we're scoring higher than not only the state average, but also on the global average. I think the English department's fantastic. I think you're in for a real treat when you come here with us next year. So get ready to start reading and get ready to start writing.